A long way from 2600, but whew, we're going to keep trying. And even 2550 would be a good stepping stone. English defence we have here. English opening, but I'm playing Dutch against it. E4 is a good move there, but thankfully my opponent didn't play that. And I've had this kind of opening a fair few times, but I think black should be okay with correct play. And generally, actually, I prefer black in these positions. Again, I always find that my pawns here are very good. I mean, look at them. I shut out the bishop, and I have control of the centre of the board. So there's another reason why the Dutch defence can be a very good opening. And now my knight wants to get active, maybe b4 or c5. But again, my pawns are very good. Let's give him a check. And this gives me ideas to move my knight here. I can even go g5 here. Would be interesting. Well, let's go for some tactical play again. So I'm trying to get my knight in here, my other knight into g4. But of course, I'm sacrificing my e4 pawn in order to do this. But it looks like I should gain, to my eyes, enough active play. And this is the problem that white faces in the Dutch. If you ever get this pawn all the way up here, then it can become very dangerous. Okay, so my opponent very sensibly wants to eliminate this bishop, and I don't want to lose that bishop because I like this piece. And it gets very tactical after here. Rook d2. Knight takes here, knight here. I think my knight is coming out, so I will play for that tactic. And now I can go here and force his pieces back. I can go c5 as well. Not so ridiculous. Let's go c5. Try to keep my bishop on this juicy square. And now, again, I'm not so worried about this pawn. I say that, I'm going to guard it anyway. There's no point. I mean, I could have taken the pawn, but then maybe had exchange sack. Probably taking the pawn was sensible, but I so much like my hold on the position, and eventually I'm going to get a piece to e3. But it does seem preferable to me, this position, I'd say. Again, this is a Dutch gone quite well. I may even have ideas of putting my bishop here, but the one piece I would like to get rid of is his knight on f4. His knight on f4 is a real pain. So at some point, I would like to go g5, and I'm very tempted to do this now. Let's do it now. Let's play it now. Could be weakening, of course, but I want to get this knight away. I want to move it away because it was annoying me. And now bishop d7 possible. Bishop a6 looks more aggressive. That's the last. e3 as well. Knight e3. Too many moves there. Okay, let's play the most aggressive move. I'm going to try to bring my bishop into e2. And I have activity here. But maybe this move here was better. Okay, but now I can play it, surely. And what I could do, can I have any other options? Bishop here takes, pawn takes here. Very interesting sacrifice. Very interesting. Now, if I move my knight, he's going to take here and cut. Okay, let's just play this one. And I don't know. Maybe I think he's now opening up lines on the queen side, so he's certainly managed to generate a very decent counterplay here, which is annoying. And yeah, my last move was certainly not best. Yeah, I don't like this now because some problems. Look at his bishop. I've misplayed this. And I'm down on time. Silly. Okay, we'll try to recover. I've still got some chances over here. And of course he's going to do that. I have to rely on Freddie here. It's my one hope. But I don't fully trust Freddie in this position. I've got troubles on G1. I've got troubles on C. Troubles everywhere. I'll lead a troubled life. Okay, and this is now getting, should we say, desperate. Yeah, needs need to get some. I mean, it's messy still, but my time is certainly going to play against me here. And I got, I've still got my threats, so it's not, I mean, I've got a threat of simply taking this and bishop f3. So this is my idea. And again, it's all about who gets the counter playing first. And now it seems like I should be in control, but again, it's on the time. And my time is very, very bad. There's a surprise, eh? There's a bloody surprise. Fuck a duck, fuck a duck, fuck a duck, fuck a duck. Fuck a duck. Big duck, not a little duck, a big duck. Fuck off. Why don't I take the rook? Am I bloody mad? I'm mad. Absolutely bonkers. He's off for the draw. Ooh. Well, that was very nice of him, I have to say. But I get in these good positions, aren't I? Well, I mean, that one again was very close middle game, but at the end I seem to sort of turn it around somewhat. But I mean, I'm not on top form here, as you see. I mean, especially when I get short time. That's the difference between me and some of the Nakamura's. Like, when I get short time, I can't think as quickly as I should do. Okay, I'm offering some weird pawn sack line here where he can take here, but I've got Queen E2 and some Knight takes D6 tricks on offer. So this is my intention with this idea. Now I'm going to keep playing. Now this is the best move. This kind of refutes the whole opening strategy here that I've played, because the knight comes to B6, then my knight's in trouble here. Again, if he ever takes on E4, Queen E2, and I get very good counterplay, but he seems to know the right strategy of what to play here. C4 is a mistake because I go bishop takes C4, surprisingly enough, and Queen C2. So he's picking a very sensible strategy of just trying to play against this. Now, annoying strategy because he's going to go here next. I might have to play B3 to try and take some control of the C4 square. And I guess I have ideas of Queen E2 and Knight C7 check now. Is my knight strong or is it weak? That's the weird thing with this opening. I think this is called the Nescafe, named after a coffee. Nescafe Frapp Attack. A very strange opening, and it's an aggressive way of meeting with a Benko gambit. Okay, so my opponent has taken this pawn now, so we will see. Maybe I can just castle here and try to say, look, you can win a pawn, but I'm going for a quick development. Of course, if I'd taken there, he would have taken here, and I'd much rather. Now, I'm quite happy he grabbed that pawn because it gives me the initiative. If he moves his g-pawn, I have bishop b2. Sorry, another Skype message coming up. So I just got to mention. I'm actually talking. I did a stream. I did a stream yesterday, and during the stream, I gave away a number of DVDs. I actually gave away, I think, 4 DVDs, and now my business partner Simon Ansell is saying, "Why'd you give away so many DVDs?" No, he's not really. He's not really. He's actually saying, "Cool, it's all cool." We're pretty chilled out at GingerGM. But yeah, I did give away maybe a little bit too generous. But can you ever be too generous in life? I don't know. All right. Anyway, what's happening here? Well, I'm going to win this pawn back, and he still has problems developing, because if he goes g6, I take and I have control of the long diagonal. When I take this pawn back, it'll be equal on material, but I have a time advantage, and my king is situated much safer than his. And I have a nice, nice easy plan. So he's gone for this anyway. Maybe with rook here coming on, but at least now he cannot castle, which I'm quite happy about. And this is probably his best bet, though. But it's going to be very hard to get his rook on g8 into the game, because he's going to find it hard to put his king on g7 with my queen, which should move to b2, controlling the long diagonal. And I think my plan here is either to push old Ari up the board, get one of my pawns motoring. Like I said, though, it's not a game of chess without Harry. So how am I going to get Harry in this one? Okay, so he wants to just take here. You know what? Oh, no, well, okay. This is an interesting pawn sack if he takes, because I want to open up lines. My opponent's king is weaker than mine. Open up some lines. He can go c4, which he does indeed do, but I was now banking that I get a nice central square for my queen. And, of course, now Harry comes into the game. Okay, and now, okay, he gets the queens off. But he's dropping the c-pawn, and my pawns should certainly be far too strong for my opponent here. Okay. Well, do I take? Let's take this one and keep some tricks with knight c6. Yeah. He didn't have enough time to work that one out. So, okay, it's going well.